What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? How did I end up here in this moment, so far away from you? What am I supposed to feel? How did it come too soon? All of these questions, the only answer I ever had was you. Don't know what we're supposed to do to fix it. I don't have a clue. Just hold me like you used to. Just hold me like it's always you. Maybe we couldn't see how it would all end up. From the beginning, it was all over, but that would be long enough. Now we can't slow it down. The way that we fall apart, wrapping me up and holding me tight like you did from the start. Don't know what we're supposed to do to fix it. I don't have a clue. Just hold me like you used to. Just hold me like it's always you. Losing control. I gotta let go of all I know. Are you doing the same? Are you feeling the same? I gotta let go. Losing control. Are you doing the same? Would you please just give me a sign?
Hey Chad, how's it going? Welcome to this Monday stream. Another week for the crypto markets, and BTC is having some kind of strength down here at around 97 to 90 to 98k or so. Today we're seeing a green candle after yesterday's somewhat of a small doji reversal candle. Look at the amount of consecutive candles that we had, a small body here the last week. give or take, Chad. So a lot of indecision in the markets, which might be coming to an end, Chad, within this week. So yeah, BTC has been trading pretty flat for the past 7 days, give or take, after this liquidation event. A lot of people were saying on the timeline that we're supposed to fill the wick to the downside, go retest 90K, but so far price has not been doing that. In fact, you can start to speculate about a potential reversal structure here on the daily time frame, and also potentially some sellers exhaustion on the oscillators. You can see the momentum here on the MACD histogram starting to diminish and getting closer to flipping neutral here on the MACD. So welcome everyone. I hope that you're having a great start to your week, that you have not been liquidated for the past 2 weeks in the crypto markets, that you still have your your tokens, your chips to play on this casino that's been the crypto market for the past just 1 full year or so. I could say like the last year has been definitely a trader's market on crypto, which has been hard for some holders or some investors who have wanted to buy some sectors, and they've been affected by the massive rotations that we have witnessed over crypto for the past year. So welcome everyone, guys. Just a quick reminder, if you have not subscribed, you can always click on that subscribe button down here. You can turn on notifications also, so you know where I'm going live. And also, please guys, click on that like button for the stream, so I can push the content on my channel to new viewers. All right, so let's jump in right away into BTC, the most important chart right now as of crypto. I could tell you later on that's USD dominance, but either way, BTC is quite on a pickle here. And why do I say that? It's because you're below resistance or eventual support, which is 100K. This 99K red rectangle here, you're below it, which has been supply for the past 2 months, and you fell below it on this liquidation this past Monday a week ago, and now you failed to get back above 100K. In fact, you had a nasty bearish retest on Friday. This last Friday was that bearish retest to it. So, but what we're looking at today, I'm looking at 2 things that are interesting on the oscillators chat. Besides the fact that we're up almost 1% and going for the highest daily close on BTC since last Tuesday, there's 2 things that are catching my attention right now on the oscillators. The first one, which is not as important, but I'm definitely going to talk about it, it's on the RSI, which is potentially, Chad, it's still a long shot, but it's potentially setting an Adam and Eve bottoming pattern on the RSI here. And let me chart it for you. So an Adam and Eve consists of a sharp drop with a B recovery and then around the bottom, and that's what you could eventually start to see here on the RSI if we continue to see strength across BTC and the crypto markets. So that's the first one. I don't have like a strong bias on this one, on this pattern, because the pattern gets confirmed only when you are able to break on this neckline here, on this breakout line. Once the RSI breaks this neckline here, that's when you could confirm the bottoming pattern. So we're still pretty far from it. But the second thing that's closer to getting confirmed and has more validity or more strength, because it's a long-term development, is a higher time frame development than this Adam and Eve bottoming pattern on the RSI. It's on the MACD negative momentum histogram. You can see this drop here on price, then into a lower low on the negative momentum on the MACD, but a higher low in price. And this usually it's called a hidden bullish divergence, a continuation divergence, if you will, a continuation of the current trend, which has been an uptrend, chat. let's not forget that you did a higher high here on this impulse on January 20, and also you did a higher daily close also one day later on January 21st. So you're indeed on an uptrend, and this was actually a higher low regarding this previous low. So maybe the oscillators are telling a different story here. Also, I've noticed that Trump has been imposing more tariffs into different products and countries. I think a tariff on steel is supposedly being signed official today, and you can see the markets not reacting as it did 1 week ago. 1 week ago was full of fear and panic that a full-on trade war was starting to basically develop across the world and the markets. But now I see that the markets are absorbing this news with more bullishness. It reminds me of the war news back in Q2 last year when Israel went into war against Palestine, and that obliterated altcoins on, I think it was April 12 of last year. And then when we had more scares right about that war or different wars regarding Israel, then the market pullbacks regarding war events became shallower and shallower. So maybe what's going on with the tariffs is also something like that the market's starting to absorb, the catalyst or the event about those potential tariffs, and we're not gonna get such deep pullbacks if we get some more tariff news. On the flip side of the coin, or on the other hand, if Trump says more wilder stuff, like if I don't know, if it goes to literal war or whatever, then we might get a crash. I'm not saying that Trump is not able to crash the markets. I'm just saying that the tariff event, it's starting to become somewhat of old news. Because we had some news yesterday, we sold off, but then we absorbed that price action. Today also we got some news or some headlines across social media, and you can see here BTC is up 1%. It's going for a green candle in an hour chat, actually in 59 minutes and 59 seconds as of now, where we will be closing the daily close. So that's interesting, that hidden bull dev, not confirmed, but definitely starting to mature here on the MACD histogram. If you're able to close, with a momentum fully reset it into neutral here, that's when you confirm the hidden bull dev. But it's definitely starting to, start to look interesting regarding that setup on the MACD histogram. But going back to price action, you cannot forget the fact that you're below resistance here, chat. You never want to be below resistance after you lost it so many times. You had one attempt here where you failed to sustain price above it. Then you had another attempt, a third attempt, and then a fourth attempt the last few weeks. And basically you failed to get back above it regarding price action. But yeah, just on the hopium side of things, the fact that you had that hidden bull there potentially in the books here on the MACD histogram is definitely interesting, chat. Let's go see BTC against the SPX. So you have the same argument regarding the hidden bull dev. So it's not only on the USD pair, but also on the SPX pair, BTC against the SPX, that you may have this development going on, Chad. This hidden bull dev regarding this low and this higher low, which has been a lower low on the negative momentum. Also, you're above the former all-time high from March 2021, March 13, I think it was, this level that you did not revisit for almost 4 years, Chad. It was 3.5 years that you failed to go back and test that level either as resistance or flip it as support. But then, chat, late last year, mid-November, you were able to get a breakout, and you have been bullish, retesting that level ever since, chat. Look at how many bullish retests you have to that former all-time high. That you have not, sellers have not been able to get a significant breakdown below that all-time high level against the SPX. So BTC looking good, not only on the USD pair, but also on the SPX pair, chat. And that's something that I've been repeating myself over and over, chat. That you don't want to see that strength not only on the USD pair, but you also want to see strength on BTC against the stock market, basically against the SPX on this case. So the fact that you also have this hidden bullish divergence potentially on the MACD histogram, also on the SPX pair, I think it's a great sign. So just to remind you guys here, this is how it looks on the USD pair. You can see this massive lower low on the negative momentum while you're creating a higher high on the price. And if you go back to the SPX pair, it's the same thing. You have a massive lower low while you're doing a higher high on price here on BTC against the SPX. Let's go talk about USD dominance, because this chart is pretty important to me and I want to address it as quick as I can. So we were talking about the setup on the 9-day time frame a few days ago, right? That it looked pretty bad. You have bullish divergence on the higher time frames on the setup. But let me tell you this, chat. I know that we have this right on the 9-day. Let me pull it up. You have that double bottom on the 3.8% level with a bullish divergence here on the MACD histogram and on the RSI. But if we're truly on the bull market, chat, bullish divergences don't perform as well as on a, I mean, if we're truly on a bear market for USD dominance and basically a bull market for crypto, if we're in a bear market for USD dominance, maybe the bullish divergence will not perform as well. So just saying that. So going back into the daily, just to remind you guys that, because I know that you guys saw my stream last week, and it was pretty much doom and gloom for crypto, but I kind of like somewhat what I'm seeing here locally. You have this bearish retest to the 200 moving average. You have this bearish retest to 4.8% level, and you're down today, chat. You're down with a bearish engulfing candle. You're down 1.1% and going for the lowest daily candle close on USD dominance since February 5th, chat. You're losing that positive momentum in the MACD histogram. You have bullish confluence on the oscillators. I don't have any kind of divergence that I could tell you guys about a potential reversal. And the RSI is still sitting at 63. So RSI is still in the bullish control zone, right? On the control of the buyers on the daily time frame. But let me show you the 3-day here, chat. 3-day will be closing tomorrow in 1 day and 1 hour. I'm gonna pull up the Bollinger Bands here. So we were watching this compression on the Bollinger Bands, this diminishing of volatility, and we said you have a squeeze here. Usually when you have a squeeze is when you get that Bollinger Band breakout, right? When you start to get consecutive 3-day closes outside of the bands and you get a massive move to the upside. But so far, the upper band here on the 3-day time frame has been acting as resistance, chat, has been respected and regarded as resistance. Look at all the amount of selling that you have had above the Bollinger Bands on the 3-day time frame here. So maybe that's a potential of a sign of hopium. And truth be told, I don't see much of a bearish edge on USD dominance. It's the fact that we have some bullish edge on BTC. So I know if you get what I'm saying. If basically BTC looks bullish, then potentially USD dominance could look bearish. Hold on 1 second, chat. I'm gonna get rid of this sun flare on my face. Much better. All right. So USD dominance here. I like this bearish retest against the 200 moving average. I also like this bearish retest against 4.8%. And maybe, chat, maybe we're doing something like we did here on late January of last year, that you went up, took out the highs, and then you rolled over, right? Now you took out the highs and maybe you rolled over. Who knows? Technically, I don't have the argument. I mean, it's pretty similar to what it did, you know, last year, which is almost exactly 12 months ago. You went up, squeezed everyone, got everyone scared, destroyed some altcoins for sure. I do remember that. Took out the highs and then you rolled over. So maybe that's what you did here. You went up, took out the highs, got everyone bearish, destroyed some altcoins, and that's maybe when you get the green light from the market to actually roll over on USD dominance. All right. So chat, if you're enjoying the stream, remember to click on that like button, that bell, that sub. If you click on that bell notification button, you'll know where I'm going live, and we can actually talk about it. You can see the stream live, which is much more fun than the replays. But also shout out to you guys that watch the replays. I know that there's a bunch of you guys that don't have time to come on when I'm going live, and you watch the replays. So shout out to you guys. I truly appreciate your time too. So that's USD dominance. Still on the buyer's control zone on the MACD histogram. Still printing positive momentum on the MACD. But you do have a nice bearish retest to this 200 moving average here and this 4.8% level. And also some similarities to structure on January of last year. Actually early February too, where you had that squeeze. You took out all the highs, went into resistance. You had a squeeze here, took out all the highs, went into resistance, and then that's basically when you rolled over. Let's go see, since we're talking about dominance, let's go see Bitcoin dominance, chat, man. Bitcoin dominance, it's pretty flat today. It's barely red. It's chilling above 61.48%. It's basically above a key inflection zone from history, chat. Look at that reversal that you had here on 2017. Also some daily closes across the board. Some wick here as regarded this level as resistance and both as support. So basically the 60% area or 61.4 whatever, it's a huge level for Bitcoin dominance. Look at how you went here and reversed and had a puke on late November of 2024. So my point is, chat, I know that we don't like this because most of us hold altcoins, but as long as Bitcoin dominance stays above 60, then you're in dangerous territory for going higher. Basically, if you're above 60%, then you might see higher prices. Because look at what has happened the past few years. Once you get above 60, right, you have had significant bounces to the upside, significant rallies, right, as long as you stay above 60%. So let's see also the oscillators here. So you're losing the positive momentum, and you're 69 on the RSI, chat. You're too deep on the buyer's control zone. Actually, you were overbought just as of the last week. You've stayed above 70, and you're falling below 70 here today for the first time in about a week, in about that short squeeze to the upside. So basically, if you want to see some altcoin outperformance, some ETH outperformance against BTC, you definitely want to see it below 61.4 and also below 60%. If you basically want me to be bearish on Bitcoin dominance, I need to see below 60, chat. Because above 60, chat, everything could happen here. Look at the price action you have had while you stay above 60, and look at the price action that you have had when you stay below 60. So we could even do this, right? I mean, actually it's the opposite. For altcoins at least. You want to stay below 60, chat. So keeping it simple on Bitcoin dominance here. Just gonna zoom out. Basically, you want to stay below 60% here. Otherwise, you're in danger of high prices, short squeezes, all the way up into, I think 66% is the 786 fib retracement from highs to lows of this cycle. And hell, you might even go into 70 if things get pretty wild on BTC against altcoins. So what I'm trying to say here, chat, I'm gonna actually say what I was saying on the beginning of the stream. The last year has been brutal for altcoins, has been a trader's market, a rotators. Basically, if you have not rotated for the past year, you have died. And Bitcoin dominance has represented that on this chart. Bitcoin dominance has been up only for almost 3 years. It's been representing that BTC's strength against the crypto markets, or basically it's been representing the weakness of altcoins. So what is it going to take for altcoins to actually outperform BTC, which has not happened in 3 years? That also coincides with the Federal Reserve starting QT, starting tapering, starting selling securities from their balance sheet. So I reckon, as Benjamin Cohen has been saying, you won't see any sort of altcoin season or altcoin relief against BTC until you see QE. Until you don't need the Federal Reserve to start to buy assets. I mean, that would be wonderful. All you need, Chad, is the Federal Reserve to stop selling, basically. You needed to stop selling their securities in order to give some relief into smaller cap stocks, smaller cap altcoins, right? And until that happens, Chad, I think that you will be in a rotators market. You might get some flavor of the week, kind of pump. You might get some pump fun, moon here and there. But you won't see any altcoin season for real until, basically the Fed stops QE. And the Central Bank of Canada already announced that they will be stopping QT in Q1. So that usually it's on a similar timing to whatever the Fed does. So sometimes they're early, it could be half a year early, whatever. But it's a good sign that maybe the Fed might be stopping QT within 2025. Okay? And since we've been talking about altcoins for the past 10 minutes, let's go see some altcoins, chat. Let's go see Ethereum, which is outperforming BTC, it's outperforming Solana, and it's outperforming XRP today, chat. Ethereum is up 1.1%. It's going for a bullish engulfing candle. It's bouncing from 25.42 here, this level. And you're back below 27.29, this high from September of last year. This was a local high, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I think that basically in between 25 and 3K, it's a massive inefficient area. You don't do much in between 3K and 2500. You either go up or you go down, Chad. Look at that, down, up, here, down, then you recumulate it, up, down. Maybe we get some sort of recumulation, then up, possibly. I mean, sentiment on altcoins and Ethereum is so bad that I've never seen it this bad. So at some point, I think it's at least gonna get some sort of short squeeze. You're indeed below the 200 moving average, so that's not great. But yeah, bearish confluence on the oscillators, 33 points on the RSI, so you're on the seller's control area on the RSI. Sellers are in control on the daily time frame regarding what the RSI says, and you're losing that negative momentum for the past 3 days. My bad, Chad. For the past 3 days, you've been losing that negative momentum on ETH. Let's go see the Bollinger Bands. So yeah, you've been riding the bands down, but you're getting consecutive closes back inside of the bands. When that usually happens, right, when you get a Bollinger Band short squeeze, I mean, in this case, it was long squeeze. When you get a Bollinger Band squeeze here, and you get a breakdown, usually the meat of the move is done when you're outside of the bands. When you get back inside of the bands, then usually you get some sort of a pullback. I mean, in this case, it will be a bounce, or you get some sort of a sideways price action. That's how it usually happens with the Bollinger Bands. What's up, BB? Welcome by AM Viewpoint to the stream. Welcome back. You have to excuse me for being out the past. I couldn't stream on Thursday and Friday because I have some technical difficulties. I had to get a new cable. I hope that the stream is running smoothly now. So that's why I didn't stream last Thursday and Friday. But now I'm back in full effect, and I think that I'm going to be able to stream Monday through Friday this week, because I have this new setup that I was just saying. So welcome, BB. Good morning to you as well. So that's your ETH update. Let's go see XRP, because why not? It's also doing some So BTC outperformance today, it's up 1.1%. Trying to get a bullish engulfing candle. Will it happen? We will know in 42 minutes, chat. Losing the negative momentum in the MACD histogram. Let me see if you have any sort of you could have a hidden bullish divergence on the MACD histogram also. Look at the massive amount of negative momentum coming up on XRP on the MACD, right? You're starting to lose that negative momentum, while at the same time you have a higher low, potentially a potential higher low on XRP, right? Which is bullish continuation pattern for Ripple here. If this actually turns out to be a higher low, then you have a good argument for bullish continuation, not only on the MACD histogram, but also on the RSI, chat. You also have a lower low on the RSI while you're creating a higher low in price. So yeah, hype in the chat for XRP, for the XRP army. If you have any XRP here, then that looks interesting. And if we look to the left, I want to see a longer term. Yeah. So if you look left, you're just basically floating in space here. You don't have any area of a bounce, right? Maybe you could argue that this is somewhat of a interesting level, but the cycle highs from 2021 right there, but in between $2 and $2.73, you basically just have thin air, chat. You don't have much, to be honest. So you're just floating here on La La Land, while at the same time you're potentially creating a hidden bullish divergence, pretty similar to the one that BTC has. So yeah, you just can see the correlation here on XRP to BTC, heavily correlated to BTC, chat. Partially filled the wick. This is from last Monday. This massive capitulation event. This largest liquidation event in 24 hours for crypto. That's what happened. And usually when you get those historically liquidation events on crypto, that's usually when you go bullish. Although the chart looks awful on a lot of time frames, for USD dominance going higher, for BTC potentially going lower since you're below 100K. I don't know, man. I'm not sure if I believe it. This is what happened last week. Let's go see Solana. Solana's actually red today. It's down 0.3%. You have a bearish retest to 205. This is $205. Level manufactured on last cycle, December 2021. Below it, but you're above the 200 moving average, and you also have a hidden bullish divergence argument on the MACD histogram and on the RSI, chat, both the RSI and the MACD histogram. So not bad, chat, not bad at all. Let's see Sol BTC though. My God, chat. This chart is sort of scary, not gonna lie. You get that potential year-long distribution on Sol BTC. Last external event was the last point of supply, basically absorption of demand. This last point of supply, acronym or basically name, they represent sellers absorbing last points of demand. It's called last point of supply, but basically it's just I don't know why they're called like that, but basically they represent absorption of demand or remaining demand. This is basically remaining demand getting absorbed by sellers if actually this distribution is going to get confirmed. If it doesn't get confirmed, then this doesn't mean anything. All these drawings on my chart are doodles, and they don't mean a thing unless, chat, unless you either fall below the sign of weakness down here, or you break the upthrust. So as you can tell on the setup on this wake-up distribution type 2, the most critical points, the two critical points basically, chat, are created on phase B. Basically, phase B created the sign of weakness down here, and that's basically the confirmation that you're on phase B. You could say it's the secondary test, but if you get the secondary test and you don't get the sign of weakness, then the secondary test doesn't mean a thing. And then the up thrust chat here. So the most two critical levels on this potential distribution were created on phase B, either the sign of weakness or the up thrust. And why am I saying they're so critical? It's basically because they're gonna tell us whether this distribution was real or not. If you fall below the sign of weakness, then according to Richard Wyckoff, you are in a type 2 or a schematic number 2 of distribution, which has good odds of playing to the downside. On the other hand, if you rip high, you pass all, you basically take out all this last point of supply, and you go into and you take out the upthrust, then all of this distribution schematic just goes out of the window. Basically, you could argue that this was just some sideways shenanigans, some sort of reaccumulation before heading into higher prices. So far, 43 points on the RSI. You're down 1.3%, going for a bearish engulfing candle. And you're losing the negative momentum on the MACD histogram. You don't have any kind of edge on the oscillators than the fact that you have potential bearish convergence on the oscillators, right? You have a higher high here, then you have a lower low. I mean, if actually you're able to hold this low, then maybe you could have some hidden bullish divergence here on the MACD histogram and also on the RSI. But you will need to hold the low here from 2 days ago, 3 days ago. The low is from Friday. We'll need to hold. So basically, you will need to hold 19,690 sats on Sol BTC. Let's go see Sol ETH. Sol ETH is also down 1.5%, going for a bearish engulfing candle. You're losing the negative momentum in the MACD histogram though. You were just about to flip positive, Chad. Look at that negative momentum, you know, almost turning neutral. You're neutral on the RSI also. You fell below the bias control zone. And I don't have a strong opinion on Sol BTC rather than what you're seeing right now on your screen, chat. The fact that you're able to hold this all-time high from 2021, if you're able to hold it above here, if you're able to sustain price above it, then I'm bullish on it. If you fall below it, then I'm bearish. You did, hold on. My bad, chat. You indeed, Sol ETH was able actually to do a higher high regarding the high from November 20 on the daily close and on the wick here. Look at this impulse wick. Basically, this was manufactured on the Saturday that Trump launched his meme coin. So that's what everyone was panic selling their ETH to buy Solana, to buy the Trump token, and that's when you got this short squeeze on Sol ETH. And ever since, chat, you've been doing lower highs. Not gonna lie, you have a lower high here, you have another lower high here. So maybe you're just gonna chop sideways in before, you know, going for another higher low and continue higher. But if you want the TLDR, my bad, the too long didn't read, or basically the summary of what's going on Sol ETH, in my opinion, is above here you're good, below here you're bad. I don't have like any other strong technical opinion on this besides the fact that you just did another higher high here on this impulse higher on that early Saturday of January, right? The Trump launch. Let's go see ETH BTC, chat. The eternal downtrend. It's up 0.2%. Trying to get somewhat of a bullish engulfing here. I'm not sure if it's gonna be able to do that. Look at that volume here that came up. This was on Binance, not on Coinbase, but you had the highest volume on ETH BTC, chat. Oh my god, since June 2022. I think so. No, since November 2022, since the FTX implosion. That's how high the volume was going on ETH BTC last Monday. This cascade liquidation. So 31 on the RSI, you're in the bearish control zone. You're starting to develop bullish divergence here on the RSI. Look at that higher low, then another higher low. While at the same time you're doing lower lows. So you have a potential seller succession going on here on ETH BTC, Chad, which could give you a short squeeze or a short-term reversal. Right? You can see that in the MACD histogram. You have higher lows and then another higher low. RSI is also showing signs of higher low, but price has been, you know, falling like a hot knife through butter, chat. So yeah, man, if you want to be bullish on ETH BTC, you have to see one thing and one thing only, and that's consecutive higher highs and higher lows, chat. Let me draw it for you. So you will need, basically you could do this. Hold on. I don't know why my mouse just decides to bail on me sometimes midstream. So you just need to do this, then a higher low, chat. Okay, now give me a higher high, then another higher low, chat. Then maybe here on this higher high, you could say, okay, chat, ETH BTC is potentially reversing. I'm getting a warning. Is my internet working properly? I think it is. Just please let me know in the chat if you're able to see me. So, man, I've been saying this for months. I think for almost a half a year, that if you want to stay consistently bullish on ETH BTC, you need to do a series of higher highs and higher lows. Like basically trend reversal market structure. When you have consecutive lower lows and lower highs for over 3 years, you don't have a market structure for a reversal or for basically an upside. So that's what you want to see for a trend reversal. Although I'll say this, I tweeted this, I think it was last week, that if you go from fib retracement, go here from the cycle lows all the way to cycle highs, you tap the 886 chat here. Look at that. So this is interesting. That 886 level right there was tapped, was swept. You swept the 886 retracement on ETH BTC. So basically, what does that mean, chat? It means that you have this pump from 2020 to all the way to 2021. You have retraced now 88% of that pump from the Schmiko Pico bottom all the way to the top. You have swept 88%, you know, of that rally. And I'm gonna remind you guys once again. If I pull out BTC down here, look at this, chat. Look at how similar they look. So if you go to BTC, the bear cycle from 2018 through 2020, you had a bear market rally, right? You had a bottom, right, where you collapsed. Here you had a bottom where you collapsed. Then you had a parabolic. You have higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Then a parabolic rally, you know, a bear market rally basically, and then bleeding for years and years. You had almost a full year of bleeding here. And that's when you basically came all the way back down into the 886 on this COVID nuke. That's when you painted the bottom. And you already did that on ETH BTC last Monday. Is the bottom on ETH BTC in? We don't know, chat, because we need more data. We need more data. We need more evidence about the bottom being in. But all I'm saying is that you're in deep valley territory for a bear market rally, which was basically 2021 on ETH BTC. This was not a bull market rally on ETH BTC. ETH BTC was not on a bull market, the last bull market. How crazy is that? If you pull this up, if you see this performance, this was not a bull market on ETH BTC. Bull markets are basically the key indicator for a bull market is price discovery. And you can see I still have those targets from 2020 and 2021, the all-time highs for ETH BTC. So it just completed an 88% retracement on this bear market rally for ETH BTC, which is a great value area for a reversal and also for speculation, also for investing, chat. Not financial advice, but if I was a BTC maxi, this could be a great level, you know, to potentially swap some BTC for ETH, right? Maybe I would wait for some kind of structure to develop on the weekly, you know, some sort of double bottom, just like the COVID nuke had. But it's interesting, you know, on the higher time frames. ETH BTC on the higher time frames looks pretty interesting. ETH BTC on the daily structure looks awful, but also have some sort of seller succession argument on the MACD histogram and on the RSI. More locally on the RSI and higher time frame on the MACD histogram. Let's go see others against BTC, chat. Oh my god. Others against BTC is up 0.8%. Trying to get a bullish engulfing candle, not quite. 25 minutes for the daily close, chat. Hype in the chat. Remember to click on the like button, the bell that's up if you're enjoying the stream. Oh my god, man. Look at that, the amount of negative momentum that you have had on others against BTC. You've been building negative momentum for, chat, how many days now? 34 days in a row of negative momentum on others against BTC. That's a long ass streak, chat. Super long. Bearish confluence on the MACD histogram, also bearish confluence on the RSI. The RSI is barely getting out of the oversold area here. It's at 30 points, still in the bearish control zone. And price structure wise, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that you lost this level here, this 2.79 or this 2.8% level. Look at that. Look at all the, you know, reversals that you've had from coming into this level here. So yeah, I hope that you see a reclaim soon for the sake of altcoins. But like we've been saying, chat, we had a great argument for reversal here. Of course, it didn't play out. I was positioned for it. If you were positioned for it, there was two of us, you know, that got destroyed on altcoins against BTC. That happens. You had an M shape the size of Oklahoma with a type 2 return at a key inflection zone. You had the Sui fractal basically that didn't play out. Sometimes happens, right? Trump decided to launch a meme coin here last Monday. I mean, not last Monday, about a month ago. That destroyed on-chain tickers and basically decided to release a full-on trade war with a lot of countries. So that's been pretty awful for altcoins. So as you can see, altcoins against BTC has been on a downtrend for 3 years, chat. Almost, yeah, I would say 3 years. 3 years of downtrend, of down only confirmed for altcoins against BTC. Look at the amount of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. Hold on, chat. I'm getting some notifications that my stream's dragging. I wanna be sure that I'm not. Everything's fine. Right on. Click on, let's continue the stream, chat. So, man, it's been a rotators market. We have not seen this kind of easy mode. Look at the amount of, you know, well, look at the easy mode that you had here on altcoins against BTC on 2021. honestly, this was BTC having a pullback, right? This was BTC bleeding when you saw this outperformance on altcoins against BTC. But at some point, BTC had some bounces, right? This was the COVID nuke. All this was BTC bleeding, right? But from this on, from March 2020 all the way to September 2020, it was BTC going up. And altcoins outperforming BTC. This was DeFi summer. This was a lot of money being made on altcoins against BTC on 2020. And then, of course, this was the massive, altcoin season from early 2021. And this was the second altcoin season of late 2021. So we have not seen anything like it for the past 3 years, chat. And that's why not the trenches, but market participants are exhausted. Some people have quit it, some people have lost it all. Some people are down 90% on their backs. And this is why. Just, awful conditions for altcoin holders or altcoin investors. But at some point it's going to reverse, and I'm hoping that it's going to be in 2025. And hopefully, if the Fed stops QT, that might help, chat. That might help to do it. But here locally, you just need to reclaim 2.8%. 2.8 millions here on others against BTC. So far, you have a bearish retest to it, so not great. You're in the bearish control zone on the other side, not great. But the good fact, or the good side of things, is that you have a bullish divergence on the MACD histogram, and the fact that you have a severe drought of positive momentum here on others against BTC. So possibly we're in due for some positive momentum on others against BTC. All right, let's go see some altcoins, chat. Let's go see some altcoins. Pretty insane how altcoins got destroyed across the board. Let's go see Sui. Sui was one of the fastest runners of Q3 and Q4 of last year. You have bearish confluence on the oscillators. You have 38 on the RSI. You're in the bearish control zone, but you're going for a bullish engulfing candle. You're up 6.6% today. Floating here in the middle of space. You don't have any technical arguments down here besides this overhead supply. So you can see, doesn't look too good, does it? I would need some better arguments for going long on Sui here, besides the fact of the uptrend. Let's pull up actually a favorite retracement tool so we can know where we are. You didn't even tap the 6.8 retracement tool, chat. Oh my god, I do think I'm missing some. All right, so you are at the 50% retracement, actually bouncing on Sui. 50% retracement of the pump from the highs to the lows. Interesting, but not on the golden zone. For the golden zone or the golden mean reversion, enjoy yours. See Pepe here. Oh my god, man. You know what Pepe reminds me of here? Let's see. I think it was Doge on daily. Yeah, like that impulse, in the middle of a year-long, almost year-long range. I'm not a huge fan, right? It's not the same. Like, you could argue that this was this, and then you came back. Let's see. Well, yeah, it's not as similar as I thought, but basically, what could be good on Doge, I mean on Pepe, is the fact if you're able to hold 903 down here, could be good. Could be a higher low, Chad. Could be a higher low regarding this previous low. It could mean that Pepe has so much demand, the sellers were not able to push the token into 700 down here. And also we were seeing some sort of cipher. Was it from here? You exceeded the 78% retracement. You could have some sort of M shape here. So market participants or the market itself usually loves retest. So maybe something like this could be proper. I mean, if you get that on Pepe, it could be worth considering. Or even this one, you know, slight lower low with a bull dip on the MACD histogram and on the RSI, then could be interesting, chat, right? You have a bearish confluence on the MACD here. RSI sitting at 32 points. Yeah, I would need better. I would need more data for going long on Pepe right now. I do want to check total 3. I think. Which one's the one that we had the bearish? You know. I think it was total 3, man. Oh my god, man! Look at. We identified this one live on stream, and look at how it played out, man. All the way down into harmonic lows. Pattern, I mean, this pattern already played out, chat. This topping pattern on total 3 already played out. You came back down, you touched the moving average, chat, for the first time since the elections on early November on total 3. Basically, total market cap excluding BTC and ETH. Somewhat interesting. You have bearish confluence on the MACD, but you're losing that negative momentum on the MACD histogram, and you are at 37 points on the RSI. So you're in the seller's control area here. You're on the land and the world of the sellers on the RSI, as long as you stay below 40. If you stay below 40, sellers are in control, Chad. Sellers are deeply in control. But if you're able to actually get free or basically surpass 40 points, then you start to look a little bit more neutral. You have that bearish confluence on the MACD could start to, you know, become more neutral too. If you start to lose this negative momentum and flip positive, then maybe, Chad, who knows? Who knows? Who am I to say, you know, that the total 3 is cooked? You actually tapped the 618. And you're at the 50% retracement here on Fibonacci retracement from lows to highs. So 50% of the rally already lost on others against BTC. This was a pretty strong rally, chat. The fact, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this rally on total 3, the thing is that CT did not make money on it. It's because CT doesn't hold BTC. And also because what pumped here were basically Dino coins and some utility, right? Like 2017 coins. Like everyone was positioned on memes, and memes did not pump on this rally, Chad. And memes got destroyed on this pullback. They got destroyed on this pullback. Memes are so down bad that a lot of people are wondering if their meme coin super cycle was actually a real thing or not. Go see what Chainlink's doing. Chainlink below 20. Bearish confluence, 37 on the RSI on service control area. I think Litecoin was. Look at Litecoin, chat. Litecoin's up 11% today. What is it doing? $119. You're in between these two inflection zones, in between $103 and $141. It's basically up and down. You don't get much price action in between $100 and 141, besides up and down, Chad. You're losing the negative momentum in the MACD histogram. 56 on the RSI. Man, I don't know what are the bullish catalysts on Litecoin, but Litecoin has been showing some relative strength for the past time. SPS 6900, Chad. Murat's favorite coin tapped the 200 moving average for the first time, Chad, since, oh my god, since September 11, Chad. Since basically before the face melting rally. The 200 moving average was not tapped or anything until last Monday, Chad. Not even last Monday, I think it was last Thursday. We're going for a bullish engulfing candle. Today you're up 6.6%. You're losing that negative momentum in the MACD. You are on the bearish control zone though. You're at 36. But yeah, this is one of the best, you know, looking memes regarding, you know, on-chain small caps. There's that 600 million meme coin, but ENA, man, not great. TIA, Dimension at all-time lows. Layer 0. Look at how blue chip, you know, blue chip meme coins, not meme coins, utility coins have performed for the past year. Renzo, ENA, Say, TIA, Dimension, Magic Eden, dead. Hyperliquid's looking a little bit better than most of those coins. Layer 0 also a little bit wrecked. Swell wrecked. Undo has been holding pretty decently. As long as you stay above $1.24, I think that you could have great things. You could see great price action above $1.24. And if you're able to flip $1.48, then yeah, I think you could get a run for your money. Let's go see some meme coins. Utility against meme coins, you know, on a vicious uptrend. You get that downtrend. This utility against meme coins have been pretty destroyed. This meme coin composite literally in the gutter as oversold. You have a bullish divergence though on the MACD histogram. Potential sellers exhaustion. Popcat's red today is down 1%. Retardio also down 3%. Chat. I was looking at this one the other day. Let me show you. I think I have the drawing here. Return to God. Retardio. No, I don't think I have it here. Okay, I'm gonna go on Twitter real quick so I don't have to draw it. This one. Look at this one, chat. Look at this falling wedge on Retardio, bouncing at a key inflection zone, right? This all-time high from early March of last year. That resistance held this resistance so many times and flipped to support on early July of last year, held the support on early September of last year, and potentially being held as support this year, Chad. You're down today, but either way, your support area is at around here. I'm gonna draw it here. Like right there, basically. So, you have a falling wedge, classic reversal pattern on Retardio here, with support at a key inflection zone potentially, plus a double bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. So it's not that I'm thinking that Retardio will outperform the rest of the market. I think that we could, I don't know, take Retardio as an example that potentially some coins or meme coins are about to, you know, catch a bid. And if actually Retardio doesn't pump from this setup, then I don't know what will. It's probably gonna go on some lengthy time capitulation before bouncing. And also, if you go to a 3-day, see if we have it here in the Boeing events. Yeah, I think we do too. So on the Boeing events, you do have a cool setup, which is the one that you have an M shape potential reversal pattern, where you have a 3-day close outside of the bands, then you go back inside of the bands, and then you try to get another break at the bands, but you failed, and you get 3-day closes inside of the bands. You usually have a good chance of it potentially going into higher prices. Significant bounce on AI agents today after being viciously wrecked. They're down 80 to 90% on the last month. AXBT, a potential blue chip among the stickers, is up 10% today, failing to go for a bullish engulfing candle though. AA16C is up 8% today, flipping positive on the momentum on the MACD histogram for the first time since January 8, Chad. A full month of negative momentum went by on AI16C. ELISA up 30%, almost 30% today, also flipping positive on the momentum today for the first time since January 4. Also a full month of negative momentum coming to an end for ELISA. Filecoin up 16% today, going for a bullish engulfing candle, losing that negative momentum on the MACD histogram. Virtuals up 4%. Opus up 44% today, chat. Bullish engulfing candle, going for the highest daily close since January 31st, chat. Are we staring at a reversal on AI tickers? I don't know, chat. I don't know. But definitely somewhat of a squeeze here from being down only the past, like a full month of being down, basically. So you see like the lower time frames. Yeah, the RSI on the 4-hour on Opus is going overbought for the first time in a month, chat. A full month. So this is like the composite that I made. This has Simi, Cerebro, AXBT, and ELISA. It's up 11% today, losing that negative momentum in the MACD histogram, but it's on a 33 points on the RSI, so it's the bearish control side of things. Radium's up 10%, chat. Oh my god, it was red earlier today, going for a bullish engulfing candle. You have a potential hidden bullish divergence on Radium. It's definitely interesting. I don't know if we got any catalyst for Radium doing this today, but looks definitely has the hidden bullish divergence on the RSI and the MACD histogram. Looks good. Radium is one of the best looking utility coins on Solana, truth be told. Joke, please do a technical analysis of EHEX. Right on, bot. Let's take a look at EHEX, the former Hex coin. So I think I just have to top Hex here. All right. So the daily's down 7% today, and going for the lowest daily close since November 27. So you do have a higher high here. This is a higher high. This structure here is a higher high regarding this previous high, and this is a higher low regarding this previous low. So you want to see an uptrend is basically a consecutive series of higher highs and higher lows. So you have a low, then you have a high, then you have a higher low, then you have a higher high, then you have a higher low, hopefully. So what we're looking or hoping for here on Hex, it will be a higher low anywhere above this previous low. This low from November 2024. So if you get a higher low above that level, we could start talking about a potential uptrend on Hex here. Because if you zoom out, for example, if you go to the weekly you can see that Hex is currently on a downtrend. And why am I saying that? Because you have lower highs and lower lows, right? Let me explain. This is a lower low regarding this previous low. This is a lower high regarding this previous high. This is a lower low regarding this previous low. This is another lower low regarding this previous low. Here you had a higher high, which was nice, right? You were hoping for a higher low. You didn't get it. You took out the lows, so you had another lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. You took out the highs here, but then you did another lower low. So you are on a high time frame downtrend here on Hex. So hopefully we can see an uptrend develop on the daily time frame. And you do have an argument, right? What's the argument? That you have a low here, which is a higher low regarding this previous low. This is a higher high regarding the previous high. This is a higher low regarding the previous low, right? This is a higher high regarding this previous high. So what am I saying here? Basically, you want Hex to bounce anywhere above this low, so you can maintain that bullish structure that's starting to manufacture since August of last year. Regarding the oscillators, you're printing strong negative momentum on the MACD histogram today. You can see that the negative momentum coming in. RSI at 40, so it's neutral on the RSI so far. If you fall below 40, then you can see some control from sellers. But yeah, I will wait for a high low regarding this previous low. Hopefully, you're a decent spot, for a bounce in between 6.8 and 786. It's a deep value area for a potential bounce on Hex. And actually, if we want to see like the higher time frames, let's pull out like the monthly. So on the monthly, you are at almost a full retrace from what it did on 2021, which was one of the craziest pumps of the last cycle. Hex, one of the craziest performers of last cycle. So monthly looks decent too. You have a series of bullish engulfing candles. So basically what I'm trying to say here, Jay, is that you want to see a higher low on the daily time frame in order to get excited about a potential reversal to the upside on Hex. All right. So you're gonna add. Oh, it's some Binance. Is it the same one? I think it is. Got listed on Binance Spot. Okay, of course, it's a Binance Smart Chain ticker. Of course, they're gonna list it. So you can see also Chad. You can see like Binance Smart Chain S coins, like meme coins, like micro caps, get listed on Binance, chat, on spot Binance. And then you get like blue chips, Solana coins, like for example, I don't know, Cerebro, I don't know, Mudang, whatever. And you get a perps listing on Binance. They don't list it on spot. So you can see Binance definitely benefiting, BSC coins rather than Solana or Ethereum coins. So the daily just closed on BTC here. Closed on the highest daily close since February 4, on a 1% gain to the dot, chat. And you're losing that negative momentum, so hopefully we're gonna confirm that hidden bullish divergence in the coming days, if not weeks. So I'm gonna tune out for now, chat. Appreciate everyone in the chat. Appreciate everyone with the likes, tuning in. You guys rock. I'll be going live tomorrow at the same time at around 7 p.m. Eastern time, maybe 6 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll see you guys on the next time. Take care, boys.
know it's crazy now. Yeah, I've been living in a fantasy, but still I'd rather wait.